Is it actually worth it to search for silver in coin rolls? With the price of silver reaching nearly $100 an ounce in recent weeks, the question has to be asked. What are your chances of actually finding enough silver to make it worth your time? To help answer this question, I went ahead and bought a $250 box of dimes and a $500 box of half dollars. I'm gonna be going through every coin and every roll of each of these boxes, pulling out the silver coins, that is, if there are any, and seeing how much we can profit. Now I'll go ahead and say this right off the bat, our best bet for a big return is gonna definitely be in the half dollars. With half dollars, you can find 40% silver coins from 1965 up through 1970 and 90% silver coins from 1964 and older. If we're lucky enough to find just one single 90% silver half dollar, that is an instant $35 profit at $100 an ounce. We'll also try our luck at finding some 90% silver dimes as well. Same story there, 1964 and older are gonna be 90% silver, worth about $7 a piece because they are quite a bit smaller, and that's at $100 an ounce. Now guys, I will say that dimes and half dollars are two denominations I rarely hunt, mainly because there isn't much to look for other than the silver, which usually doesn't make for a very entertaining video. But since silver's been going absolutely crazy lately, I figured I should take a stab at these denominations and see if there's any silver left in these rolls. So without any further ado, let's find some silver. All right guys, we're gonna get this one started with the half dollars. We'll rotate 10 rolls a piece as we go through these two boxes here. Got a nice bicentennial showing up on this end and then a regular old 1970s coin over there. Like I said, there's not much to look for other than silver. There are a few other things to look for though, so I'll keep my eyes peeled and let you know if we're finding anything else, just in case this one ends up going silverless, which is a very real possibility. All right, let's see if we can actually get through to all of the coins in this roll so we can check the edges for silver real quickly. That's usually the easiest way you'll be able to identify silver pretty quickly, just by looking at the edges, and I don't see a single piece over here. But we'll go ahead and lay all those out, take a look at them. We're looking for NIFCs, not intended for circulation coins as well. So I'll just do a quick check for those. And just a reminder over here, guys, this is kind of what the different edges are gonna look like. 40% silver is gonna be a little bit darker. That 90% silver is gonna be a bright, shiny silver color. And then of course the older silver is gonna be a little bit of a duller gray color. That would be ideal right there. That's the best of both worlds. You get an older coin as well as a silver coin. But 90% silver, even those Kennedys aren't too bad. And the 40%ers, I would take that as well. So nothing on that first roll, guys. I'll take a look at these and then we'll get on to the second. All right, breaking into roll number 2 now. Let's see if it's gonna give us any luck, guys. I haven't found a silver half dollar in quite a long time. Like I said, I have not hunted these for silver, at least in a while. I do see a nice shiny edge right there though, so that could be something new or maybe something interesting. All right, 1995, so not quite as new as I was hoping. No silver there, guys. We'll move on to the next one. All right, breaking into roll number 3 now, and oh wait, what do we have here? I feel like this is a little bit darker. It almost looks like it could be a 40% silver, but it looks like it's not going to be. 1971, a very common date for the half dollars there. So as you can see, guys, we're 3 rolls in, not a single piece of silver yet. That is sort of to be expected in 2026 here, but I'm going to go ahead and just keep going through these rolls, guys. We'll go up to 10 rolls at a time, and I'll let you know if I find anything along the way. If not, we'll just go ahead and get into some dimes. Okay, interesting. I don't remember if this is going to be an NIFC or not. I think I have it written down. Yeah, so 2002 to 2022 are going to be your not intended for circulation coins. They started making them for circulation once again in 2021. So this is actually an intended for circulation coin 2022 right there. So not really going to be super interesting. Kind of cool to see a nice shiny coin come out like that, but definitely not as nice as seeing a piece of silver. Let's keep moving. All right, here we are on roll number 10. This marks 20% of the way through the box. We have not found a piece of silver yet. Oh, we get another 2022 though. So that one will be going back and just checking the last few coins on this roll, guys. Nothing of note so far, so we are moving on to dimes. Hopefully we'll have some better luck there. All right, dime rolls now. We are looking for those pre-1965 90% silver dimes. Of course, they come in many forms. You have your Roosevelts here. These are gonna be the most common in terms of silver that you're gonna find. I've never found a Mercury or a Barber dime. I do know that they are possible though, so we'll definitely be on the lookout for some of those as well. And same thing, guys, you can usually identify them just based off of the edges, although dimes are a lot smaller, a lot more difficult to look at. So if your eyes are going, then you're probably gonna have a little bit of a difficult time like I am here. But I will put them up to the camera here. Let me know if you see anything. I don't see anything myself. I'm not gonna be too picky about looking for hardly anything else in the dimes. I mean, you can look for 2009 nines. Those are a little bit low mintage. But for today's purposes, guys, we're really just focusing on the silver here. So I'm going to kind of breeze through these rolls, and if I'm not seeing much, then we'll just move on to the next and see if we can actually get something. Of course, with these dime rolls, it is also possible to find Canadian silver. Those are going to be pre-1968, and some 1968 are silver as well. As you can see, we have the idea of what we're looking for. We see a lot of clad. That's basically what all of our rolls are going to be filled with. That 90% silver, again, is going to be that shiny silver edge. Older silver, more of a dull gray, and then Canadian can trick you very much so, guys. They look a lot like those 90% silver, but like we mentioned here, you can also have the chance of getting Canadian silver as well. You just need to look at the date, figure that out. So here we go, guys, breaking into roll number 2 here of many. Hopefully we get at least one piece of silver out of one of these rolls, whether it be dimes or half dollars. I would definitely prefer it be half dollars, but I would take a dime as well. Not really seeing much in that one though, guys, so we'll go ahead and go through it real quick just to make sure we're not missing anything, and then we will get on to the next roll. All right, kind of a neat looking one right there that I just found in roll number 3. Nice patina for that 2018. It definitely looks older than it actually is, but not really worth much other than novelty there. We'll keep moving. Oh man, I thought we had one there for a second, guys. Take a look at that. That appeared to be a 64 for a second. Of course, it was given away by the fact that the mint mark is above the date. If it was a true 1964, and the mint mark would be on the back side here. Also, you would not see a P mint mark on a 1964. That just doesn't happen. So, all right, well, we are about 9 rolls through, guys. No silver so far. Let's go ahead and just grab that 10th roll in here for the dimes and see if that's gonna bring us any luck here, as we are searching for any piece of silver that we can find at this point. I do not see any in that roll, though. There's the roll, guys. Like I said, dimes a little bit more difficult to figure out, as they are so small. It's hard to see if you got that copper edge on it or not, but I'm definitely not seeing anything on this one. So we're gonna switch back to the halves. Hopefully we have some luck over there. All right, back to half dollars. Let's see if second time's the charm. Who knows? Jumping into roll number 11 here, and not really seeing much. I don't know about that one right there. That's going to be a bicentennial with, looks like somebody did a little art project on that one. That's interesting. All right, we'll keep searching. All right, another 6 rolls in, and we got ourselves another 2022. That's really all there is to show for all of our efforts here on the halves so far. Okay, well, we got our first interesting find here. It's not silver by any means, but it is a what is known as a not intended for circulation coin. They didn't make too many of these. 2006 Philadelphia right there. So at least it's something, guys. I haven't found hardly anything, not even an NIFC in halves in a long time. So we're moving in the right direction. I think that's a good sign. Okay, interesting. Wow. So we actually, guys, just got ourselves a lesser known NIFC, not intended for circulation coin, 1987, and I believe that is a P for Philadelphia there. You'll actually see here on the sheet, actually I think I'm gonna have to turn it over, but 1987 Philadelphia, guys, you can see it's got a nice big thick edge there as well, in pretty decent shape. It looks like it is a little bit circulated, but not too bad. 1987 is an NIFC as well. It's just a little bit lesser known because it doesn't fit into that 2002 up through 2020 range like all of the others. So that is a really cool find right there. Again, not silver, but at least it's something and still moving us in the right direction, if I do say so myself. Yeah, you can see right down here, guys, NIFC halves. 1987 is kind of on an island all by itself, and then the 2002 up through 2020. So we just got 2 of those NIFCs right there within about 3 rolls of each other. So really not too bad right there, guys. All we need now is a piece of silver, and I will be very happy. Whoa, what in the world? I don't think that's silver, but it definitely looks like it's something. What do you guys think? Let's pull it out and see. That, oh, okay, yeah, we got another NIFC right here, guys. 2019, that barely makes it into that range. It's kind of scuffed up, but also at the same time extremely shiny, so that is very interesting. Not a proof, definitely not a proof. It's got a Philadelphia mint mark there, but very easily identifiable by the edge. And that brings us to 20 rolls searched, guys. No silver so far. We are starting to hit some interesting stuff though, so sign for things to come, hopefully. Let's check out some more dimes. All right, continuing with the dimes. Spirits are high. I feel like we have a shot here. Seeing what we're seeing in the halves, maybe that'll translate over to the dimes as well. Who knows? Got an interesting find right there. 1991 though, so not gonna be silver. All right, I don't know what in the world I'm looking at over here. That is just, I don't know. You see that weird pattern on that dime right there? That edge doesn't look quite right. Let's see what we have. Okay, 1988. Again, nice patina on it, but I don't know what was done to that edge. You can see very different looking I'll throw that to the side. I think that's just post-mint damage though. All right, another 10 rolls of dimes came and went pretty quickly here. Not a silver in sight unless we can snag something from this roll here. It doesn't really look like it though. And with that, we are heading back to halves. I'm excited this time, guys. That first 10 rolls, wasn't really seeing a whole lot. As a matter of fact, I was starting to think this might be somebody's dump. Somebody who actually collects NIFCs, but no. We found 3 NIFCs in the last one, which gives me hope that they might have missed something else. So let's see. All right, what do we have here? This is interesting. I don't think it's silver necessarily, but it's like it's maybe been in the ground or gold coated or something. I don't know. Oh, it's more of like a rust color, actually. 1974 is the date. Very weird. Probably some water damage on that one. Oh, interesting. We got an NIFC coming out of this roll. It wasn't the one I was looking at, but we do have another one coming out here. So 2005 P is going to be the date on that one. Not too bad. We'll put that one to the side. We got 4 NIFCs now. And let's see, I thought maybe this one might have a potential of being a 40%er, but nope, that was just gonna be a 1971. All right, guys, that brings us to the halfway point on this box of half dollars. No silver so far, halfway through a single box. Let's see if the second half is gonna treat us any better though. That is a dirty roll. Maybe it'll give us some luck. Maybe not. Half dollars have started to kind of go back to their old ways, guys. This is roll number 30 right here. Only really the one NIFC there to be found in these last 10. Let's see if there's going to be any silver here. Unlucky roll number 30, but no, it doesn't look like it. So I think that is going to be it for the 60% of the way through that half dollar box, guys. Let's get back into some dimes. All right, it's dime time. We are going through roll numbers 21 through 30 on the dimes, and I'm feeling good about this, guys. I think we're gonna get one here, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be coming in this roll. Oh, interesting. We've got something going on over here, guys. I don't know if this is gonna be silver, but if it is, it's probably gonna be a very old silver. You guys seeing what I'm seeing here? This could be amazing. Let's see what we're gonna get. Oh, dang it. Oh, I saw the Roosevelt right away, and I was hoping we were gonna see like a Mercury dime or a Barber dime there. That's more kind of suited to what that looked like. Sometimes they get so old and sort of dirty that they get more of like a dark gray, like super dark gray color like that one right there. But yeah, that one's clearly just going to be a clad 1969. Man, that's probably the closest that we have come so far to actually getting a piece of silver right there. And I think we got about 6 more rolls to go on this little stint right here. Ooh. What is that? I don't think that's gonna be anything, but just in case. I don't know, guys. We may have a silver there. It looks a little bit sus though. Let's pull it out and see. No, it's just white for some reason. It's almost like somebody painted it. It's a 2003 of all dates, so. Oh, that one had me going for a second there. Maybe even more so than that last one, that darker color, but come on, man, really? All right, well, we'll keep looking. All right, guys, that's another 10 rolls of dimes gone. We actually had some chances there. I really felt like we were gonna get a silver there a couple of times. But we are back to the halves now. We got 20 more rolls of halves to take a look at. And I feel like we may be coming up against something here. Stand by, we'll see if we can find some silver. And I hate it when they don't come apart right. Like sometimes they just do that, but easily enough, I think you can just kind of break them apart as well. And do a silver check. What do we have there? Well, that's got some corrosion on it, so probably not gonna be silver. No, 1973 on that one. As you can see, guys, we're by no means the first people to look through these coins. 768, whoever you are, and I guess that's just an S. These are people marking their coins just so that they can see if they get them back in some way or another. And I see marks like this all the time. It's very common if you're looking through half dollars specifically. Well, we have a very shiny looking coin right there. Maybe we have another 1987 here, who knows? Nope, 1994 of all things. Interesting roll here. I don't know what this edge is doing. Oh, hello. What could you be? Could this be a silver coin? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I thought we had maybe a 64 there, but no, it's a 74. Just interesting toning, and I think that kind of hid the fact that this is actually a clad coin. Throw it back and move on. All right, another 2022 making an appearance here. And it looks like that's gonna do it. So we are 80% of the way through the half dollar box. Nothing to show for it so far. At least no silver, that is. We did get a few NIFCs so far. All right, back to dime time. Let's see if we can make it silver time. Maybe not on that one, but we still have plenty of rolls to go through, guys. Let's not give up hope just yet. Interesting find there. Definitely what we refer to as a parking lot coin. I think that's what I was seeing, the weird edge in the roll. Oh yeah, that's been through a rough life. All right, guys, another 10 rolls of dimes came and went. No surprises this time like there were in the last 10 rolls, so we are down to our last 10 rolls of both halves and dimes, our last chance at getting some silver in these coins. I have to say, I'm not super surprised that this is our result so far. I kind of knew that there's not a ton of silver left out there, which may be leading to a point later in the video. But we'll see. Maybe we'll get super lucky here at the end, pull a 90% silver half, and just prove that it is still, or possibly can be still profitable. We'll see though, guys. We have, like I said, about 10 more rolls of halves to go, minus the one I just did, and then 10 more rolls of dimes as well. Let's see if we can pull a piece of silver. This roll's a little weird. It's almost like it's got some extra paper, extra material. I don't know. Something going on up here on this top left side. Oh, could that be maybe the reason for it? Let's see. That's probably going to be a 2022. Yeah, I was right. Okay. We got another 2022. Yippee. Wow. All right. Well, here we are, guys. 49 rolls later, we're on roll number 50 of this $half box. We got a few things, I'm not gonna lie, but no silver so far, so this is our last chance. Let's see if we can do it. Pull out a miracle here. I'm already seeing about 80% of the coins in the roll though. Come on. All right, nothing on that left side. Final few right here. Yeah, no silver, guys. So, I don't know. Chances aren't looking too good for finding any silver in this hunt. We do have 10 more rolls of dimes, though, to search through. So, you never know. You definitely have a higher likelihood, it seems, of getting a silver dime than you do of getting a silver half. So, we may be able to squeak something out here at the end, but that's it for the halves, guys. 100% skunk there. Let's do our last 10 rolls of dimes and see if we can finally get one lucky piece of silver. Here we go, breaking into the first of 10 remaining dime rolls. I'm not seeing any silver on that one. Man, dimes go quick, guys. We are on the very last one here. This is our final chance to find any silver whatsoever. So here we go, moment of truth. Are we going to get one right here at the last second? Well, no, I don't think so. So there you have it, guys. We hunt through an entire $750 in coins and didn't find a single piece of silver. Is it still worth it to look for silver in coin rolls? You tell me. I will say though, if you're actually interested in numismatics, this find on its own right here out of the box definitely makes it worth it. 1987 Philadelphia. These were only released in souvenir sets, so somebody had to physically break open a set of coins that they paid extra money for in order to get this coin into circulation and into my hands right now. So I think that's pretty cool. I will definitely be cherishing this coin even though it isn't silver. We were also able to snag 3 other NIFCs, a 2005P, 2006P, and then this super shiny 2019P. And then of course, here's what we got from the dimes. So unfortunately, not the result maybe you were expecting hunting through these denominations, but certainly a realistic one. And don't worry, I will be returning to these denominations at some point. I still need to fill in my dime and $half collections after all. But I definitely think that if you're getting into coin roll hunting for the first time, finding silver should not be your main objective. Obviously, if it was mine today, I would be very disappointed, but I was able to find a few interesting things and kind of confirm that, yeah, silver is difficult. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to go down below and leave a like. Subscribe if you're new because I post new videos like this as often as I can, always bringing you along with the hunts, showing you the results, and having a good time. And as always, I'm Quinn, and this is Quin Coins signing out, and I will see you in the next one.